The IPFW women's basketball team hopes that the home fans will be the difference as they attempt to break a 4-game losing streak this afternoon as they get ready to take on the University of Detroit Mercy here at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Maas. Welcome once again to IPFW basketball. I'm rejoined by my cohort, Ryan Perrott. And Ryan, IPFW comes in here with a 4-game losing streak. What do they need to do to break that streak?
Well, they're playing here at home, and that's been their sacred refuge throughout the course of the year. And the Titans come in, they're only 1 win and 6 losses on the road, so this is a good opportunity for IPFW this afternoon.
Size will be a factor today. UAD comes in here, 7 players over 6 feet. IPFW, 1 person at 6 feet. What does Bruce Pedersen tell his girls to do to avoid that height disadvantage?
Yeah, this is going to be a collective team effort there this afternoon. 7 players over 6 feet tall for the Titans. IPFW, they're going to have to focus on rebounding the basketball, controlling the glass, and trying to get some easy transition buckets.
Well, it's the Titans of the University of Detroit Mercy taking on the Mastodons of IPFW. That's coming right up right here on College 56 Sports. Okay, I can hear you fine. Hilliard Gate Sports Center as they get ready to take on Illinois Chicago here at the Gate Center. Ready to go. Good afternoon, everyone. From the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW, welcome to IPFW Basketball. Mike Maas, Ryan Perrott, bringing you a game that's brought to you in part by Pizza Hut of Canterbury, featuring famous Pizza Hut pizza. Game is underway, and the first shot of the game is taken by Molly Peterman of University of Detroit, and she misses it. IPFW with the ball in white, University of Detroit Mercy in the blue. Laura Douglas' first shot of the day is no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to the University of Detroit Mercy from the Horizon League.
Nice hustle by Emil Geralds. That's what IPFW is going to have to do. Try to create second and third shot opportunities against this monstrous team.
Monstrous in the fact that they've got 7 players over 6 feet. Hillary Kulik with a steal. IPFW on the fast break. Now they hold it up. Amy Geralds for 3. No. Rebounded by Rachel Williamson. Ball loose, now picked up by Kulik again. Amy Geralds driving in, popping it up and in. Amy Geralds puts IPFW on top 2-0. Ryan, Amy's coming off a big night Wednesday night at Southeast Missouri State as she scored 32 points even though the Dons lost.
Well, she leads IPFW in scoring just under 15 a game.
Another steal by IPFW. That's 3 here in the first minute and 10 seconds.
Open look.
Nicely misses on the 3. Williamson with her 3rd rebound.
Right now the Titans look sloppy offensively. Nice defensive pressure by IPFW.
Molly Peterman tries a 3. That's no good. Rebound out of bounds. They're going to say, who touched it last? Amy Geralds, evidently, for IPFW, because they're giving the ball to UDM.
So far in the early going, UDM have jacked up about 3 three-pointer attempts, trying to continue their streak. 106 consecutive games of at least making 1 3-point field goal.
Taking it strong, but missing the shot was Randy Henry.
That's where IPFW is vulnerable. On the defensive glass.
Peterman on the left wing. Kicks it back up top. Now another turnover by UDM. Laura Douglas taking it to the glass. Up and in. IPFW on top 4-0.
Great drive by Laura there. A little half-court trap now. Trying to create another turnover. IPFW able to capitalize on all these turnovers by the Titans. Get some free transition buckets, Mike.
Inside, shot up and missed. But Williamson with a putback, no good. 3rd attempt is no good. Loose ball picked up by Amy Geralds. UDM had 3 cracks at it and couldn't make it.
They have numbers here, 5 on 4.
Nicely takes it up, short on the shot. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Melissa Herricus of University of Detroit Mercy, so it's IPFW basketball.
So far, a good start defensively for IPFW. Good defensive intensity, causing so far 4 turnovers to start the game.
Kulik with a basketball. UAD get a man-to-man defense. Dudley kicks it back up top. Douglas from 18 feet. In and out, no. Rebounded Molly Peterman. Here come the Titans on the run. Three-point shot up, no good by Michelle James. Ball goes out of bounds to IPFW. We played 3 minutes and 7 seconds. IPFW on top, 4-0 here at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center.
There's a little trap now by the Titans. Little 1-2-2.
And Kulik nearly lost it. Two substitutions for the Titans. Number 4 is Lori Wild, a 6-foot sophomore. And number 14 is Jennifer McGee, a 5'6" freshman. Dudley from 10 feet, off the rim, no. Loose ball controlled by Lori Wild.
Nice heads-up pass.
Finally, up and in is Melissa Herricus. Gets the Titans on the board. 3.5 minutes to score. Douglas loses it.
Oh.
Thought she was fouled, no call. Back comes UDM, ball knocked out of bounds by Geralds. It'll be Titan basketball.
Titans now starting to up the tempo as you take a look at head coach Ann Rexford with this half-court trap causing IPFW into a turnover. Questionable non-call there by the officials.
Wild to inbound it, looking for somebody. Oh, Peterman underneath, all alone, misses the shot. Molly was shocked that there was nobody there. Back come the Mastodons. Geralds off a Douglas pick, knocks down a 3. Laura Douglas now with 5 of the IPFW 7 points, or Amy Geralds, I should say. On a nice pick by Laura Douglas. Williamson, turnaround shot up and in.
Oh, gorgeous spin move right there in the post. That's what the Titans are going to continue to do all day. Pound it inside, use that height advantage.
Meanwhile, IPFW is going to try the long ball. Geralds misses the 3. Kulik with the rebound. Loses it out of bounds. They say last touch by UDM. $15:23 left in the half. Welcome back, everybody. So it's IPFW basketball. Titans. Kulik wants to drive baseline, kicks it back out. Pass intended for Dudley is knocked away. Another turnover for IPFW. Inside feed, pass intended for Williamson. Another tight turnover, and they've made a bundle so far here in the early going. IPFW with a basketball on a 1-point lead. Here in the first half. Hear yourself. How do you try to do? Rebound. Titans. Williamson spinning shot, no good.
Fine. Yes.
And we go back and forth. Off the glass and in is Michelle Bortz. Points now coming at a quicker pace. 12-11, UDM on top. Dudley from long distance. Tierra Dudley now with 4 points in a row. The lead is one for IPFW, 13-12. 3-point shot missed by McGee. Here comes IPFW. Dudley misses the short one. Back comes UDM. Peterman off the glass and in. Molly Peterman now has 6 points.
Fast-paced first half, Mike.
Welcome back, Ryan. We've had some technical difficulties. Nicely takes it off the glass. No. Rebounded by Crum. Back come the Titans. Nice feed, but Peterman misses the shot. Now has the ball taken away. Jump ball, and we've got another immediate timeout. 10:09 left here in the first half. IPFW presents internationally renowned glass artist Dale Chihuly in the next Omnibus Lecture Program on Thursday, January the 31st. Mr. Chihuly is a co-founder of the Pilchuck Glass School in Stanwood, Washington, and has his work included in the collections of more than 190 museums throughout the world. Admission and parking are free. That's Dale Chihuly, 7:30 p.m. Thursday, January 31st, in the WAB Student Union Building here at IPFW. Ryan Perrott, if you can hear me, as you mentioned a moment ago, this has been a fast-paced first half. Both teams making a lot of mistakes, and neither team shooting very well from the floor.
A lot of turnovers, a lot of shady play at both ends offensively.
Again, looking at these numbers, UND shooting 29% from the floor, and IPFW 26%. Can't say it's all great defense.
Not all great defense, that's for sure. And IPFW perhaps forcing the issue a little bit offensively. And with the pace that the Titans are running and gunning up and down, you can only imagine with only 9 players deep for Coach Patterson how long the players can last at such a tempo.
Titans to inbound. Wild. Peterman now watched by Dudley. Inside, ball knocked out of bounds. Retained rather by UDM. Now a bad pass by Wild. And it's another turnover for the Titans. So here come the Dons on the attack once again. Dudley just inside the arc, off the rim, no. Meyer with the offensive rebound. Amy Geralds for 3, no. In the trees, IPFW comes back with it. Geralds takes it to the glass and misses. UDM on the run. Wild. Now they kick it back out. Inside feed. Shot off the glass and in finally by Randy Henry. Randy on the board for the first time today. Titans increased their lead to 3 at 16-13 as we near the 9-minute mark. Catherine Seawright comes back with a 3-ball.
IPFW now shooting 7 of 27. Coming into the game, Mike, from the field, IPFW shooting 39%, but their opponents are shooting 50%. And right now, thankfully, the Titans haven't caught fire. They're only shooting 31% from the floor.
Wild on the left wing. Skip past Peterman. And Molly is called for traveling.
Another induced turnover by the pressure of IPFW defensively.
9 turnovers so far for UDM, 7 for IPFW. As Melissa Herricus comes back in the lineup for the Titans. And here come the white-clad IPFW Mastodons. Kulik stops, pops inside the arc and hits.
Great move off the dribble by Kulik, stopping and popping.
The junior gets her first 2 points of the afternoon. It's 18-16, IPFW on top with 8:10 to go here in the first half.
Hillary averaging 12.5 a game.
Loose ball underneath, picked off by Amy Geralds. And right now, even though they're getting outboarded, that size disadvantage isn't really hurting you, PFW.
Yes, I can.
Ball out of bounds. Ball belongs to UDM. We have our under 8-minute media timeout. Let's take a break. Our score, IPFW 18, University of Detroit Mercy 16. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
I really wanted to go for an Indiana University business degree.
But with housing and tuition, it really adds up, and the money just wasn't there to go away to college.
And with a 2-year-old, my housing options were kind of limited anyway.
And the truth is, I really wanted to keep my job and stay close to home.
Going to IPFW made all that possible.
IPFW? The best choice I ever made.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. The right school, right here, right now.
Welcome back, everybody. Mike Mons, Ryan Perrott with you, and Hillary Kulik gets on the board on this replay, Ryan.
Great move off the dribble, taking her man to the left. She just stopped and popped on a dime there and was able to convert on her jump shot.
Well, since the last time out, shooting numbers have improved slightly.
But not drastically.
Not drastically.
Slightly. IPFW 8 of 28, 29%. The Titans of Detroit Mercy 7 of 22, 32%. Just been such a high impact pace to the start of this game, and a lot of turnovers on both ends of the floor. Called for a little sloppy play. Of course, Detroit got off to that slow start. IPFW got off to that quick start, inducing the Titans in a lot of turnovers and got some easy transition buckets. IPFW holding their own here nicely in the first half.
Titans with a basketball. Trying to work the ball inside.
Little zone play here now by the Dons, a little 2-3.
Turnaround jumper up and in by Nicole Aniani. I knew I'd screw it up. I'll get it back right before we go, and I talked with the coaches before the game.
Anaijanu?
Anaijanu. Thank you, Ryan. You heard what I said the first time. IPFW with a basketball and a tie ball game, 18 all. Nice feed to Catherine Seawright from Kulik. Cat now has 5 points.
Gorgeous penetration underneath there, easy layup.
Back come the Titans. Nicole, I'm not going to try it, has her second field goal in a row. Geralds misses the short shot for IPFW. Now the Titans have the ball and a chance to break a 20-all tie. 3-point shot, good by Herricus, and that keeps the Titans string alive. Now 107 consecutive games with the three-pointer. Meyer comes back for your IPFW with a 3.
IPFW continuing the trap half court. And they induce the turnover.
Another turnover. 11 now turnovers for UDM. As you get a look at Bruce Patterson and his staff on the bench. 6:22 left in the half. Douglas just inside the arc, short. Rebounded by Herricus for the Titans. Inside, missing the shot. And I don't know why I'm having a problem with that name.
Anaijanu?
Anaijanu.
Nice ball movement here by IPFW.
Kulik, 12-footer, no good. Rebound by Herricus. Here comes UDM. Herricus all the way. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Hillary Kulik.
Even with the limited number of bodies, IPFW is still running and gunning here against the Titans.
Seawright for three. Catherine Seawright, 8 points off the bench. And UDM calls a 30-second timeout. 5.5 minutes left. Learn more about Mastodon sports in season by tuning into Mastodon Spotlight each Wednesday and Friday here on College 56. The hour starts off with yours truly, Mike Maas, reviewing the week's sports activities. We look at some game footage and talk with players and coaches. That's Mastodon Spotlight, Wednesday and Friday evenings at 8 p.m. right here on College 56. Well, Ryan Perrott, 5.5 minutes left, and how do you describe this game so far? Sloppy, a lot of turnovers, some long balls now going in, and
team's trying to find the rhythm. It's hard to play high-quality basketball when you're running and gunning at such a high tempo of a pace, and I'm not so sure that this is not a ploy by Coach Patterson, knowing that he's only got a limited enough of bodies, but the team continues to push the ball in transition, trying to get those free, easy buckets against the much taller Titan team. Here's another turnover.
Steal by Amy Meyer. And she turns it over. 3-on-2 advantage. Left-handed layup up and in by Heracus. Melissa now has 7 points.
IPFW has done a nice job defensively for the most part. If they can just let go of those easy buckets that Detroit Mercy has been receiving the last 5 minutes or so.
Kulik for three, no good. Peterman with a rebound. And now we got a whistle and the third foul of the entire contest so far. But it is on Amy Gerald, and that's 2 of those 3 are on her. Coach Patterson not happy with that call.
Coaching staff of IPFW thinking that was a bailout call. The Titan player falling out of bounds. Referee blows the whistle, induces a foul call.
Got to admit, it's ironic. We played over 15 minutes and UDM has no fouls yet. Peterman misses a 3. Kulik with the rebound. Here comes IPFW. They lead by 1, 26-25. Geralds misses a 3. Rebound controlled by the Titans. They're on the run. Nice feed. Heracus now has 9 points. UDM ran the fast break to perfection that time. Geralds throws the ball away. Pass intended for Douglas. Nicely, and Dudley back in the lineup for IPFW. The turnovers can kill you, Ryan.
Absolutely. IPFW now 10 turnovers, 12 for Detroit Mercy. But yet it's only a 1-point lead for the Titans.
They have the basketball.
Pounding it inside with that height advantage.
Nice ball movement right now. Peterman on the wing. Kick it out. Heracus misses the 3. We got a whistle, and we may have our first UDM foul.
Yep.
Foul is on Nicole Aniaju. I know I screwed it up. That's her first, team first. And we've got another media timeout. So let's take a break. 3:42 left in the first half. Our score, University of Detroit Mercy 27, IPFW 26. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Hi, I'm Jeanette Liu. Join me for IPFW Up Close Sundays at noon on College Access Channel 56. Topics range from student and faculty research and new courses being offered to summer camp opportunities for area children. You'll also hear profiles of new and visiting faculty, university events, and business news you can use. That's IPFW Up Close Sundays at noon on College Access Channel 56.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW. Mike Miles, Ryan Perrott with you as you get a good look at first the IPFW basketball team and now some of the athletic brain trust. Ryan, here's a replay of UD running the fast break to perfection.
What IPFW needs to do there in defensive transition, just get back and guard the basket. Don't worry about your man or so forth. Perhaps induce a charging violation or something like that. But IPFW, for the most part, they've stolen the ball 4 times from the Titans, and the Titans have turned the ball over 12 times. So IPFW has done a nice job defensively with their limited man abilities.
Back to the action. Mastodons with the basketball and nicely throws it away.
And of course, yeah, right on
Meyer.
cue, as I just say that, they turn the ball right back in.
It's at 11 turnovers now for the Dons. UDM having trouble getting it in.
Now they go to the full court 2-2-1.
What we used to call the UCLA press. IPFW just back into the man. Aniani. Oh, here we go. Did it on the break. She missed the shot. Another miss by UDM. Anianaju. I think I'm going to get it right before this game is over somehow.
See if IPFW can start making some shots here offensively.
Dudley from outside gets the friendly bounce. Tiara with a half a dozen. And the Dons retake the lead, 28-27. We got 2:53 left until halftime. Michelle James, watched by Courtney nicely. Ten on the shot clock. Peterman on the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, nice feed underneath. Up and in. Sarah Crum. And UDM used 29 of those 30 seconds on their possession that time. Nicely has a shot blocked. Titans on the run, and they throw it away.
A little too fast.
Pass intended for Molly Peterman.
The field goal percentage now starting to go up for the Titans with those high-quality layup shots. Using that height advantage to perfection.
Meyer for 3. Amy Meyer now has 2 3-point field goals on the afternoon.
And a turnover on the inbounds play gives possession right back to IPFW.
Lori Wild coming back in the lineup, along with Randy Henry for the Titans at the University of Detroit Mercy. Titans are a member of the Horizon League. They are currently 8-9 overall, 4-3 in conference play, tied for 4th. Meyer for another 3. In and out, no. Rebound UDM, here we go.
IPFW content on shooting the open jump shot from the perimeter. It'll be interesting to see if they continue to do that in the second half.
Nice feed underneath. Nicole Anianiju now has 6 points.
I believe, Mike, you said that the Titans only have, I believe, 1 team foul this half. See if they can get any penetration in the second half and start creating some foul opportunities and going to the free throw line.
Douglas missed it, and the Titans run the break again. This time Henry gets her second field goal.
Very acrobatic, athletic move that time by Henry.
Back comes IPFW. We're down to 113 and a half. Dudley takes it, knocks it. She gets hammered. They're going to call her for an offensive foul.
And very slow to get up. Perhaps got the wind knocked out of her a little bit.
4th team foul on IPFW. And as we said, UDM has 1.
Full court press here by the Dons.
Titans. Nice.
And a good call there by the official. Blocking foul Tara Dudley that time.
Before the shot.
Got over just a bit late.
It's her second, team 5th. And that'll bring Catherine C. right off the bench and into the lineup for IPFW. Amy Gerald's also coming in. Dudley and Myers. Amy Meyer rather head for the bench.
Seawright shooting perfect from the floor. She's 3 of 3, 2 for 2 from behind the arc for the Mastodons. She has 8 points.
Titans with a basketball. Got a lucky break. 3-second call. That ball skipped off of Aniju's hands. Right into the hands of Hericus, and she walked. Under a minute, 50 seconds and counting. Dons with the basketball, trailing 33-31. Seawright kicks it back up top. Nicely misses the shot. We got a whistle underneath and a foul. Foul's going to be on Randy Henry, her first, team second. And it's going to send Courtney Nicely to the line to shoot two. First two free throw attempts of the afternoon for IPFW. First one is good. Almost afraid to say that Courtney's a 58% foul shooter. Powell in the lineup for IPFW, replacing Gerald's. Amy checks out, 5 points, 2 fouls. One more free throw coming for Courtney Nicely. She looks for point number 4. More importantly, a chance to tie the game, which she does.
No, it will be interesting to see here if IPFW can get a nice defensive stop to end the half.
Under 30 seconds. Turnaround jumper, up and in by Henry. Randy now has 6.
Good positioning there by the Titans. They've done that all half pretty much. Coach Patterson wants a quick timeout to get a good quality shot off to end the first half.
You too can participate in the excitement of Mastodon athletics by joining the Royal Dons Athletic Association. The Royal Dons is IPFW's official athletic booster organization. Members enjoy benefits such as priority seating at IPFW sports events, visits by the coaches, and food and refreshments in the hospitality room. For more information about the Royal Dons, call 260-481-6643 or write to Royal Dons Athletic Association, 2101 East Coliseum Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. Well, Ryan, 18.7 seconds left. As you said, Coach Bruce Patterson calls a timeout, tried to diagram a play, preferably for the last shot of the half and preferably for the shot to go in.
Yeah, I think it would be a moral boost for IPFW if they can go in with either a lead or a tie here at halftime, make some adjustments, go into the locker room, get your second wind, come out in the second half and continue to be strong.
Don's working on the perimeter. Kulik for 3. Hillary now with 5. UDM comes back. No, shot is no good. Came after the horn went off, so.
Just what Coach Patterson drew it up and just what they needed to end here the first half.
Teams going to the locker room, and our score is IPFW 36, the University of Detroit Mercy 35. We're going to take a break. You'll see what else is going on with the university, and then we'll come back with second half action. But right now, you are watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Dr. Linda Wright Bauer has been the Director of Music Therapy at IPFW since 1986. While her classes prove to be anything but ordinary, her students enjoy the hands-on experience.
I have a slightly different approach to teaching. I really believe that you need to experience things before you can truly understand.
While receiving numerous awards for her teaching, Dr. Wright Bauer still finds that her students' impressions reward her the most.
They say things like, I really enjoyed the drumming, and I have friends. I mean, I really want to be here because I want to be with these people. Often we'll do an experience in class that touches somebody in a really profound and personal way.
As fun as her classes are, she knows what her students need.
We're trying very hard to prepare the students for the jobs of the future.
This has been an IPFW Faculty Minute.
Join me for IPFW Up Close Sundays at noon on College Access Channel 56. Topics range from student and faculty research and new courses being offered to summer camp opportunities for area children. You'll also hear profiles of new and visiting faculty, university events, and business news you can use. That's IPFW Up Close Sundays at noon on College Access Channel 56.
I wanted to study engineering so I could get a better job without giving up the job I've already got.
Of course, getting a degree without going into debt was pretty high on my list, too.
And I wanted the kind of education that I could only get in smaller classes with the professor's full attention.
IPFW offered me all of that. And the Purdue engineering degree is going to look pretty good on my resume.
Going to IPFW is the best choice I ever made.
IPFW, the right school, right here, right now.
Encourage any potential student at IPFW to get involved, to see this as their campus, that it's not just a place to go to class and leave.
You would not believe how much opportunity there is for you here at IPFW, for people to help you in all different aspects of your education. There's just loads and loads of opportunities for you to succeed at IPFW.
When a student exits IPFW with a degree, they can be secure with the knowledge that they have a world-class degree that will be recognized by any employer.
IPFW has a very nice disabled student services program. They are providing many great adaptive aids for all sorts of disabilities.
Originally, I chose IPFW because I wasn't ready to leave home. I wanted to stay at home and live at home and try college and get used to it and then move on. But after a year here, you couldn't get me to leave.
I've got 2 kids, and IPFW's childcare is affordable and it's flexible. It really works out well.
I really wanted to go for an Indiana University business degree.
But with housing and tuition, it really adds up, and the money just wasn't there to go away to college.
And with a 2-year-old, my housing options were kind of limited anyway.
And the truth is, I really wanted to keep my job and stay close to home.
Going to IPFW made all that possible.
IPFW? It's the best choice I ever made.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. The right school, right here, right now.
Since you graduated from college, we haven't seen too much of you.
We know you've been very busy climbing the ladder of success.
We've been watching you on your way up.
And we've enjoyed seeing you put your degree to work.
Now, how about sharing your time with us?
Your expertise would come in handy, too.
You can reconnect with your alma mater through your alumni association.
It's time for you to come back to your campus.
Call your alumni office today.
Frank Palladino has been a professor of biology at IPFW since 1982. He studies the endangered leatherback sea turtle and allows the opportunity for his students to travel with him.
We have a number of undergraduates as well as master's level graduate students who've come with me over the last 10 years to Costa Rica. It's an opportunity that isn't generally available at most institutions.
He makes sure his students in the classroom realize and never forget the enjoyable nature of science.
Science is not only fascinating, it's fun. I think we lose track of that when we're in school, that science is fun, we learn a lot, and can do a lot.
Palladino has a full awareness of the importance of the fieldwork that his students experience with him and how it contributes to their education.
It's an invaluable experience, one which they can then use whatever job they go on to do. And professionally, it really completes their education as a biologist.
This has been an IPFW Faculty Minute. The right school, right here, right now.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW. Mike Miles, Ryan Perrott with you, where it is halftime in our women's basketball game featuring the Mastodons of IPFW and the Titans of the University of Detroit Mercy. I want to remind you our contest is brought to you by Pizza Hut of Canterbury, featuring famous Pizza Hut pizza. Ryan Perrott at halftime, IPFW with the lead 36-35. Your thoughts on the first 20 minutes of action?
Very high-paced, sloppy at times, especially with all the turnovers, but for the most part, very energetic, very entertaining, and it's nice to see IPFW with the lead.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers here in the first half.
Well, IPFW shooting 33% from the floor. That's 14 of 42. From behind the arc, they're 6 of 18, 33%. Not too bad right there. Catherine Surite, 3 for 3 from the floor, 2 for 2 from behind the arc. She leads everybody on the IPFW's team with 8 points. Nice statistic, though. IPFW, 22 rebounds, 7 of them from Laura Douglas. She's done a nice job on the glass. For Detroit Titans, they're shooting 16 of 37, 43% from the floor, but only 1 of 6. They're struggling behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. They have 26 total rebounds. Melissa Heracus, she is 4 for 7 from the floor, 1 of 2 from behind the arc. She has 9 points for the Titans. So pretty even. As I mentioned, it'd probably be a moral victory for IPFW to go into the locker room either tied or with the lead because of their personnel, their limited number of personnel, and they had that. So we'll see how they come out of there in the second half.
couple of numbers, and we like to play with numbers every now and then, as we mentioned off the air during the halftime break. This season, when leading at halftime, IPFW is 4-0. UDM, when trailing at halftime, are 2-6. And we'll see if form holds here in the second half, but let's throw out a couple of other numbers. You mentioned the rebounding. IPFW with 22, they were out-rebounded by 4, 26-22. And as you said, with only one person, Catherine Seawright, at 6 foot, as opposed to 7 Titans at 6 foot or taller. That's a good victory there. Turnovers a big key here in the first half. University of Detroit Mercy had 15 turnovers. IPFW had 12. We know that neither coach liked those numbers. Steals, IPFW 6, UDM 4. There was one block shot by Nicole Aniajanu, and I finally got it right. Hope I can get it right in the second half for the Titans. But if you're the head coaches, first of all, if you're Bruce Patterson for IPFW, you've gone through a year where you're 4-15, you're getting your baptism into Division I basketball. You've played some very quality opponents, and you have no height, and you have few numbers. You're up by 1. What do you tell your girls?
Well, you're very pleased. And what I mentioned at the end of the first half is, does IPFW continue to be content from shooting the ball from the perimeter, or will they get into some penetration opportunities where they can start inducing fouls on the Titans? IPFW only, I believe, 2 fouls on Detroit that entire first half. So that'll be an interesting key to watch. And also defensively, to see if they'll continue to come out with that trapping press of theirs, and to see if they continue to play the matchup zone down low because of the height differential for Detroit. Now, of course, if you're on the other side of the bubble and you're on the Detroit Titans, you're down by 1 at halftime. I think you continue to pound the ball inside. And you mentioned one of the statistics, 15 turnovers to 12, but Detroit has 10 assists compared to IPFW 6, so they're getting good fast break opportunities. Now they're going to have to say, let's limit IPFW better defensively, shut down their perimeter shooting, get back into our strength, which is pounding the ball inside. Let's use our height advantage and see if we can take it to IPFW defensively.
Well, a couple of other quick notes here as we get ready to start the second half individually. You mentioned Catherine Seawright, 8 points leading IPFW. Amy Meyer and Tiara Dudley with 6 apiece. For UDM, Melissa Herikis with 9 points. 6 points from Randy Henry, Molly Peterman, and Nicole Aniajanu. Back to the action. Mastodons with a basketball. Starting lineups in for both teams. Gerald's off the glass and in.
Nicely done off the dribble by Amy Geralds. She's got to start coming alive now. Only 3 of 11 in the first half.
3-point shot by Michelle Bortz. I take it back. They have made some changes in the starting lineup, and a steal by UDM. Peterman blocked by nicely. Kulik for 3. Dons have hit their first 2 shots in the second half, and that may be a good sign. 8 points now for Kulik.
We'll see if IPFW now can defend against the penetration of the Titans. Make the Detroit Mercy team start shooting the ball from the perimeter.
Ball tipped away, pass intended for Michelle James, knocked it out of bounds by IPFW. Lori Wild, number 4, will inbound it. You got to look at Ann Rexford in her 3rd year here at UDM. Has a record of 43-30. Nice underneath move by Henry. Randy now has 8 points. UDM now trailing by 1, 41-40. Nicely from 18 feet off the rim, no. Rebounded Henry, and here come the Titans with a chance to take the lead. Ball lost by Henry, picked up by Hillary Kulik, rather. Gerald's thought about the 3. Instead, Takes it to the glass, up and in.
Oh, nice strong post move by Amy Geralds that time. Faked the outside jumper, decided to back her man down.
She's got 9 points. Coming right back, Michelle James with the 3-ball. And the pace has picked up.
Yeah, 2 and 2.5 from behind the arc.
We're tied at 43. We've got a whistle underneath.
That's what I think IPFW needs to do a bit more of. Get some guard penetration underneath, kick the ball out, start inducing some fouls on the Titans.
That foul was on Lori Wild, her first in the half, and only the third in a game on UDM. Kulik for 3. In and out, no. Rebounded by Nicely. She has her shot blocked. Ball goes out of bounds and knocked away by Bortz. It'll remain IPFW basketball. Geralds to inbound it. Nicely just inside the arc, pops it home. Courtney Nicely now with a half a dozen. 45-43, Mastodons on top, 17-24 to go.
Nicely has a nice looking jump shot.
Nice move inside by Randy Henry. She's now got 10 points.
Sorry, Mike, they continue to pound it down inside. Here comes a little trap here, but well, foul called.
Michelle James guilty of what she thinks is a ticky-tack foul. Her first, team second.
2 team fouls for the Titans within the first 3 minutes. Good sign for IPFW.
Had only 2 in the entire first half. Nicely to Dudley. IPFW moved it around.
Man-to-man defense by Detroit Mercy.
Whistle underneath. Nicely tried to take it down. Michelle James picks up her second foul. Team third. And Courtney Nicely, who was 2 for 2 in the first half at the foul line, gets 2 more.
I like the adjustment that both Nicely and Kulik have done, getting some penetration in for IPFW, creating either fouls or high percentage quality shots from either Douglas or Dudley or even Geralds.
Second free throw is good.
Now full court pressure, 1-2-2. And it's steal.
Geralds for 3.
She rushed
in and
that
out. Douglas tries to keep it alive, but she loses it to Peterman. Titans on a run. Another fast break layup, and this time, not only does Randy Henry make the bucket, but she is fouled. And she'll get a chance to make a 3-point play. Foul was on Amy Geralds, her third, team first in the second half. And at the line, Randy Henry knocks down the free throw. UDM 3 of 3 at the foul line this afternoon. IPFW 3 of 4.
Now here's a little 2-1-2 trap of the Titan zone here.
Geralds double teamed. Kicks it back out. Inside feed to Douglas, and she has her shot blocked.
Oh, it's a good look, though, by Geralds. Douglas finding the seam.
Substitution for IPFW. Amy Meyer coming in for Amy Geralds. Geralds checks out with 9 points and 3 fouls. Meyer will inbound at 6 on the shot clock. And she calls a 30-second timeout as she was unable to get the pass in. So, 30-second timeout. Let's take a break. Our score, 48-46, UDM on top. This is IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
I wanted to study engineering so I could get a better job without giving up the job I've already got.
Of course, getting a degree without going into debt was pretty high on my list, too.
And I wanted the kind of education that I could only get in smaller classes with the professor's full attention.
IPFW offered me all of that. And the Purdue engineering degree is going to look pretty good on my resume.
Going to IPFW is the best choice I ever made.
IPFW, the right school, right here, right now.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW. Mike Mounds, Ryan Perrott with you. Here's a replay, Ryan. UDM getting the ball inside.
Continuing to pound the ball inside. 7 players over 6 feet tall. And causing IPFW some difficulties defensively. Also transition defense of IPFW, killing them not getting back to guard. Their basket has given a lot of easy transition buckets for the Titans.
Well, Randy Henry so far in the second half, 7 points, 3 field goals, 1 free throw. She now has 13 to lead all scorers. And UDM has come out in the second half. Again, when they trail at halftime in games this year, they are 2-6, and IPFW went ahead at halftime this year are 4-0. Dons will inbound the ball. Kulik is going to have to pop it up soon. Dudley for 3, off the rim, no. Rebounded to the Titans. Here they come. Inside feed to Wild. Nice feed from James to Wild. And UDM, I think, is enjoying their biggest lead of the game right now at 4, 50-46.
IPFW has to settle things down.
Meyer misses the 3. James with the rebound. Outlets it to Peterman. Molly forces up a shot and misses it. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Douglas. And we've got a media timeout coming. And it's going to be evident in IPFW basketball. Follow the Mastodons of IPFW this year on Wednesday and Friday evenings as IPFW head volleyball coach Ernie Ball and assistant coach Mark Kroenke talk college volleyball and more. That's the Ernie Ball Show. Wednesday evenings at 9:30 and Friday evenings at 5:30 right here on College 56. And as a reminder, Ryan Perrott, you and I are going to be back later this evening at 7 o'clock here on College 56 Sports when the Mastodons play host to the Oilers of the University of Findlay as they begin MIVA action.
Yes. Should be very exciting.
Get a good look at Bruce Patterson in his first year here at IPFW talking to his team. Again, IPFW coming in today 4-15 overall. They have lost their last 4 games in a row, but this is the 3rd time this year they've had a 4-game losing streak. On the previous 2 occasions, they have come away with a victory, so we'll see if it works for a 3rd time. But right now they're down 4 at 50-46.
I'm sure that last time out, Coach Patterson was telling his ladies, hey, look, we have to come back and start defending our hoop. Right now, the Titans are just outrunning us up and down the floor. We have to get back and defend our basket.
IPFW with a basketball.
2-3 zone for the Titans here. IPFW is going to have to start making shots now from the perimeter.
Nice feed underneath to Dudley, but she misses the shot. A little bit of an angle for Tiara. Back comes UDM for the shot. Foul on the floor.
Nice dish again by James underneath.
And call the foul on Laura Douglas, her second, team second. Titans will inbound a basketball. James watched by Nicely. Turnaround shot missed by Bortz, but UDM controls the rebound. Maybe that size is going to start paying dividends. 3-point shot missed by James. Whistle underneath, and we get a foul on UDM. Laura Wild picks up her second, team third.
Well, eventually, Mike, the height advantage will wear and tear down the IPFW players to an extent. However, if IPFW can start making some shots and not turn the ball over,
like they did just there.
Yeah, maybe they can get some momentum for themselves.
And fast break attempt missed by UDM as Henry missed the bunny, as it's called. Kulik.
IPFW has to regroup here offensively. Now man-to-man Titans giving IPFW different looks now each time down the floor.
Pass intended for Dudley. Knocked out of bounds, fortunately for IPFW, by the Titans.
A couple of nonchalant passes the last couple possessions for IPFW offensively.
12 on the shot clock. Meyer inbounds it to Nicely.
Nice screen and roll by Douglas.
Pass intended for Dudley, knocked out of bounds by Wild. 6 seconds on the shot clock. It's the second time this half that there's been a inbound with 6 seconds to go. Nice lead for 3 off the back of the iron. No. Rebound by Henry, and we got a over-the-back foul called on IPFW. And they're going to call Laura Douglas for her third, team third. That'll bring Catherine Seawright back in the lineup, replacing Laura Douglas.
Believe it or not, now IPFW out-rebounding Detroit Mercy 32-31.
But they trail on the scoreboard 50-46.
However, they've almost caught up in turnovers now. IPFW 15 turnovers to the Titans 60.
Henry puts another inside shot in. The lead is up to 6. Seawright forces a shot up. It's no good, but she's fouled and she'll shoot 2. Fouls on Michelle Boards, her first.
Right now the Titans, Mike, right now the Titans are dictating the pace of play, both offensively and defensively. IPFW is going to have to find their rhythm as a team, collectively.
Seawright knocks them both down. Boy, she's having a fine afternoon.
She's played marvelously here this afternoon against Detroit Mercy.
She's got 10 points already, and the lead is down to 4 at 52-48 with 13:47 to go.
And she's perfect from everywhere, behind the arc, from the field, at the line.
Henry in the block, kicks it back out to Peterman. Molly takes it strong, gets the friendly bounce and knocks it home. Molly Peterman now with 8 points. She's the leading scorer for UAD with 14 points per game average.
Not a bad defensive stand there by IPFW. Lucky shot went in that time.
Nicely in the trees, kicks it out. Kulik on the three-pointer, hits the back of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. They say it's last touch by Dudley, so it'll be UDM basketball. Full court press now put on by IPFW. UDM breaks it. Peterman got the size advantage on Kulik. Kicks it out. Henry, offensive foul as Hillary Kulik drew the charge. That is her second. That's the team's 6th. They thought there was going to be a media timeout, but there's not because there's 12:59 left, not 13. Now they get it corrected at the scorer's table. Guess there was a discrepancy as to who that foul was on, but it was on Randy Henry. Nicely, top of the key, 18-footer short. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by IPFW, so it's technically a turnover. Here come the Titans again. They move the ball on the floor quickly. Pass intended for Boards, knocked away by Dudley. Good play by Tiara there. And Ryan is no doubt what UDM strategy is. They're trying to get the ball inside every time down.
Yep. We're coming up now on 10 minutes here in the second half. I'm going to give you another interesting statistic, Mike, when we hit that mark.
Peterman kicks it off. Henry's hands out of bounds. Turnover Titans.
Titans are getting too many good looks underneath. They're getting good penetration, first of all, from their guards, James included, and just dishing the ball off. They have now 14 assists for the game.
Aniajanu and Powell in the lineup for each team, respectively. Dudley on the left wing. UDM in a matchup zone. Seawright, baseline jumper, no. Rebound, Wild. First miss on the floor for Seawright this afternoon. Quickly, Aniajanu in the block, reverse layup, up and in.
Oh, gorgeous up and under move by Aniajanu.
She's now got 8 points, and the lead is up to 8, 56-48. 11:45 to go.
IPFW continuing the play from the perimeter. You're gonna have to find a chink in the armor here. There's 2-3 matchup zone. Find the seams. Move the ball around. Here's Meyer.
Long on a three-point attempt. Seawright gets the offensive rebound, puts it up and in. Johnny on the spot. Catherine Seawright now with a dozen. And it's 56-50 with 11:20 to go. James. Wild looking inside. Aniajanu wants to drive on Seawright. Ball knocked out of bounds. They say by Seawright. It'll be UDM's ball when we come back. But we have a media timeout with 11:07 to go. Our score, University of Detroit Mercy 56, IPFW 50. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports. Welcome back, everybody, as you get a good look at some of the IPFW cheerleaders. 11:07 left in the second half. Ryan Parrott, IPFW, which had a 1-point lead, 36-35 at halftime. As we look at a replay, Johnny on the spot, Catherine Seawright, 2 of her 12 points. Dons were up by 1, they're down by 6, and I don't know, even from a coaching perspective now, you know that you're outmanned size-wise. Somehow, you've got to prevent the inbounds or the pass inside of the block. And we'll see what they do as they come back on the floor. Seawright, Meyer, Powell, Kulik, and Dudley for IPFW. Peterman, Aniajadu, Wild, James, and Sarah Crum for the Titans, who have the basketball.
It comes down the field goal shooting percentage. Right now, the Titans shooting 49%, while IPFW is only shooting 32%. So the quality of looks that the Titans are getting is tremendously high, especially with all the layups that they're making underneath.
James missed the three-pointer, but they called a foul on Ashley Powell away from the basketball. Her first.
IPFW staff in disarray. They can't believe that unbelievable call.
Inside feed, Aniajanu makes the layup. She now is in double figures with 10 points. And the lead is back up to 8. Double teamed is Kulik. And she calls timeout to avoid a possible turnover. Not sure if it's a 30 or a full. Full timeout called. Gives us a chance to ask you to tune in Sunday evening, February the 3rd, to see the 1920 silent classic film Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, starring John Barrymore, Martha Mansfield, and Nita Naldi. Robert Louis Stevenson's humanitarian character, Dr. Jekyll, is working to achieve a scientific method to separate the good and evil in humans. His potion is not perfect, and the results prove to be tragic. Watch the classic Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde Sunday evening, February the 3rd at 9 o'clock, right here on College 56. Back to the action. IPFW down by 8. Near the 10.5-minute mark. UDM stretching that defense now, trapping whenever possible. Seawright in the corner, loses the basketball. Here come the Titans. Inside feed, Aniajanu misses the shot. Picked up by Powell.
Aniajanu just seems like she has a tent camped underneath the basket. She's wide open every time down the floor.
Meyer misses the three-pointer, but she's fouled as she goes in and gets the rebound. That foul was on Lori Wild. That's her third. Team 7th. Substitution. Melissa Herrikus in the lineup for UDM, replacing Lori Wild. And at the foul line, shooting one in the bonus will be Amy Meyer. Knocks down the first one.
As we're just about to hit the 10-minute mark, Mike, let me give you this interesting statistics as we were mentioning just after the halftime as Meyer attempts her second free throw, which goes. When the Titans are leading at the 10-minute mark of the second half, they are a perfect 8-0.
And there is a ticky-tack foul on Amy Geralds, 5th on the team, but more importantly, the 4th on Amy with 10:04 to go.
And on the flip side of that, when they're trailing at the 10-minute mark on the second half, they're 0-9. So
as we are at exactly 10 minutes, they're up by 6, 58-52.
We'll see how that statistic plays out.
Nearly lost the ball. IPFW coaching staff screaming for a traveling call.
She cannot stand up.
Ball is knocked out of bounds. They say it still belongs to UDM. 17 in shot clock, 9:51 on the second half game clock. Michelle James will inbound it. Aniajanu inside feed, up and in to Sarah Crum. Hard to stop that.
IPFW is only down 8, but right now, look at the press of the Titans.
Gonna reach in foul on James, her third, team 8th. As you get a look at Ann Rexford, as we said, in her third year at the helm for UDM. Coming into this game, she's got a record of 43-30.
IPFW now they don't have to hit the panic button just yet. They're only down 8, 9:37 to play in the ball game. Lots of time to get back in it.
Powell misses the free throw, rebounded by Molly Peterman for the Titans.
It's going to come down to defensive stands and making some jump shots for IPFW.
Inside feed. Aniajanu is fouled, and they're going to call the foul on Kiara Dudley, and that is her third. Team 6th. One more, and UDM will be at the line.
Aniajanu, the tallest member of this enormous Titan team. She stands 6'3".
Inside feed. Left-handed shot by Crum is no good. And Powell stepped on the end line, so it is technically a turnover IPFW. Ball goes over to the Titans of the University of Detroit Mercy. Peterman kicks it back up, little two-man game here. Baseline drive, shot up, no good. Aniajanu with the offensive glass.
IPFW cannot rebound the basketball at their end.
Long three-point shot missed by Crum, rebounded by Dudley. So the Dons trailing by 8 as we go underneath 9 minutes, have the basketball. Kulik faked the three. Now she's looking for help.
Here's where they need some penetration here. Drive the basketball to the hole, create something like Meyer here.
Pass intended for Kulik, out of bounds. They say last touch by IPFW.
Right idea, but just a tough pass by Meyer that time.
Laura Douglas back in the lineup for Ashley Powell for IPFW. 8:46 left. 60-52 our score. The Titans of the University of Detroit Mercy on top. Coast to coast. Shot is missed by Michelle James, but they say she was fouled.
Wow.
And they say she was fouled by Laura Douglas, who had just checked in. And now she's picked up her 4th foul.
IPFW that time playing the California defense, waving at everything. Easy penetration there by James. She'll go to the line.
And right now, 3 of IPFW's 4 tallest players are in foul trouble as James knocks down the first free throw. Laura Douglas with 4 fouls, Amy Geralds with 4 fouls. They're both 5'10", and Tiara Dudley also at 5'10" with 3 fouls.
Laura Douglas, 10 rebounds this afternoon. She's the game high.
James knocks down another free throw. She's now got 7 points on the afternoon, and it's 62-52, biggest lead of the game for UDM at 10. Three-pointer, Kulik off the mark. Aniaginu on the boards, Titans on the run. Heracus to Williamson, but she travels. So that is turnover number 19 for UDM. 4 in the second half. Inside feed intended for Nicely, knocked away. Peterman on Gerald's. Amy's got to lay off, and Molly missed a shot. Put back up is up and good, however.
19 turnovers apiece now for each team. After IPFW had the advantage going in at halftime, 15-12.
Amy Meyer takes it in the land of the big and the free, and she misses the shot. Peterman with the board. Titans on the run.
Right idea, though, by Meyer. Just couldn't finish.
James with a pull-up jumper. And Bruce Patterson says, we have to call a timeout. So let's take a break. 7:33 left. Our score, UDM 66, IPFW 52. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Since you graduated from college, we haven't seen too much of you.
We know you've been very busy climbing the ladder of success.
We've been watching you on your way up, and we've enjoyed seeing you put your degree to work.
Now, how about sharing your time with us?
Your expertise would come in handy, too.
You can reconnect with your alma mater through your alumni association.
It's time for you to come back to your campus.
Call your alumni office today.
Back here at the Hilliard Gates, Sports Center. 7:33 left here in the second half, and right now, Ryan Perrott, the Mastodons have hit a wall, so to speak, as we see UDM on the run, and nice little pull-up jumper by Michelle James.
Well, IPFW haven't found the defensive answer from the Titans, both of the height advantage that the Titans possess over IPFW, and also the perimeter shooting that the Titans are leading in the advantage. The Titans shooting 48%, while IPFW now has dropped down to 30%. Plus, IPFW now, they're turning the ball over a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. So you total all those up, you accumulate those, and you have a 14-point deficit to come back from.
Well, let's see what the Dons can do. Nicely. Throws it away.
There's another turnover.
Trying to hit Meyer in the corner. And now we've got another media timeout. This is the 7:27 mark. Gives us a chance to talk to you about, to remind you to tune in Sundays at 12:30 for Alliance Update. The Fort Wayne Allen County Economic Development Alliance and the IPFW School of Engineering, Technology, and Computer Science co-sponsors this series, highlighting local organizations and companies' technical initiatives. This month, host Rob Young speaks with Karen Goldner, Economic Development Director for the City of Fort Wayne, and Regan Scruggs, Chief Technology Officer for the Alliance, about developing the telecommunications infrastructure in Fort Wayne and the likely impact this will have on economics in our area. That's 12:30 p.m. Sunday afternoons for Alliance Update right here on College 56.
Can I throw out another interesting statistic while we
Be my
have
guest.
some time? As the Titans have 66 points. Did you know when the Titans hit 70, the magic 70 mark under head coach Ann Rexford, the team is 34-9, almost invincible when they hit 70 points in 73 games. 34-9. So a tough task here for IPFW to get back into it. They're going to have to start making some jump shots, start dictating the defensive pace, and start creating turnovers for themselves.
Now we'll take a quick look. Leading scorer in the ball game is Randy Henry with 15. Peterman and Aniaginu with 10 each. And for IPFW, Catherine Seawright with 12 is their leading scorer. Titans throw it away.
There's a turnover.
Picked up by Dudley. They're working on the perimeter nicely.
See if IPFW can capitalize here.
Looking for somebody inside. Geralds wants to back down Williamson. She takes it to the glass and misses. Rebounded by Peterman. Titans always looking for that outlet man. And in this case,
and it'll count.
It's Heracus, and Melissa is fouled, and she'll go for the three-point play.
A foul. The Titans defensively not allowing IPFW anything underneath the bucket. Gerald's trying to force the issue. And then the Titans were off to the races.
Foul was on Courtney Nicely, her first, team 8th.
Four players now for the Titans in double digits. Henry, Ananaiju, Williamson, and Herakis.
Herakis missed the free throw. IPFW with the rebound. Gerald tries to force her way, and she draws a foul. Rachel Williamson will pick up her first, team 9th. And Amy Gerald will get a chance to go to the free throw line. On the season, Amy is a 71% free throw shooter. Gets the friendly bounce there.
IPFW have done a nice job at the free throw line this afternoon. They're 8 of 10.
Second free throw is good as well. Gerald's now on double figures with 11 points. The lead is down to 14, but back come the Titans. And a left-handed layup by Herakis is good.
They space the floor so nicely, do the Titans, when they have pressure against them. Of course, how do you beat any press? You just pass the basketball, and that's what they do. With their speed, they can get down the floor quickly.
Meyer threes off the mark. James outlets it. Henry, and Randy Henry lays it up and in. 11 second-half points now for Randy Henry. 17 in a game. And UDM has eclipsed that 70-point mark. They're now up 72-54 with 6:15 to go. Gerald's watched by Henry. Continues to take it inside. She forces a shot and draws a foul.
Tough man-to-man defense that time by the Titans. Gerald will get rewarded for a nice penetration by shooting 2 free throws.
They're going to call Molly Peterman for the personal foul. It's her first. And Amy Gerald knocks down the free throw. Let's get a look at the replay there.
Right idea by Gerald's that time.
I got to try to get in a quick story. I talk about Molly Peterman, Ryan. Last night, my wife and I were at Walmart, and she's doing some shopping, and I'm in the book section, and all of a sudden, Molly Peterman and some of her teammates, I had my jacket on, IPFW basketball jacket on, and we struck up about a 15-minute conversation. And they said they were happy to be in Fort Wayne.
Huh.
And they should be, because right now they're up by 16 with 6 minutes to go.
They foreshadowed something there last night at Walmart.
Herakis misses the jumper, picked off by Meyer. Kulik looking for somebody. Gerald gets away with the push, but loses the basketball to Herakis. She's fortunate she wasn't called for her 5th foul on that occasion. Henry, double team, kicks it back out. Give and go. Peterman to Henry.
Basic basketball that time, the give and go. Nicely executed there by the Titans.
Gerald comes back. 3-point shot missed. Peterman with the rebound. To Liz Krizek, who's in the lineup for the first time.
The iron unkind for Gerald's this afternoon. 4 of 15 from the floor. 1 of 8 from behind the 3-point arc.
More substitutions after this turnover. Wild and April Savali, 6'2" sophomore, making her first appearance of the afternoon. 4:57 left. Douglas comes in for IPFW, replacing Amy Meyer. 74-56 our score. Don's trailing by a bunch. Geralds wants to drive. Cut off by Henry. Keeps driving, however. Draws the foul. Amy goes down hard. She gets back up. They're going to call a foul on Savali. Her first.
Gorgeous crossover dribble by Gerald's that time, allowing her to get a step on her defender. Back to the line goes IPFW, where they're 11 of 13. Make that 12 of 14 now, with 85%.
The last 5 points for IPFW have all been made by Amy Geralds at the foul line. Make it 6. She's got 10 points in the second half and 15 for the game, and they nearly come up with a steal.
IPFW is going to have to press the entire way down now.
4.5 minutes to go. It's 74-58.
Drop back into a man-to-man.
Krizek, watch by nicely. 3-point shot up and in by Savali. Comes in the ballgame and knocks down a three-pointer. 77-58, 4:05 to go. Nicely off the glass and in. 9 points for Courtney Nicely now. Nearly stolen. Instead, Henry misses the layup. Here comes Kulik and the IPFW Mastodons. Geralds for 3, short, rebounded by Henry, outlets it to Lori Wild, who lays it up and in. And we've got a timeout called. Let's take a break. 3:28 left. Our score, UDM 79, IPFW 60. This is IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
I really wanted to go for an Indiana University business degree.
But with housing and tuition, it really adds up, and the money just wasn't there to go away to college.
And with a 2-year-old, my housing options were kind of limited anyway.
And the truth is, I really wanted to keep my job and stay close to home.
Going to IPFW made all that possible.
IPFW? It's the best choice I ever made.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. The right school, right here, right now.
Sports Center, you get a good look at Bruce Patterson, IPFW head women's basketball coach, talking to the officials and basically trying to give them a piece of his mind. Now we got a whistle and a foul called. Liz Krizek picks up the foul.
Sorry, Mike, perhaps a little too late, however. 79-60 lead for University of Detroit Mercy.
3:19 left on the game clock. Courtney Nicely at the stripe, where she's 3 of 4, make it 4 of 5. It's 79-61. She makes it. There'll be one last media timeout. And she does. So, 3:19 left, 79-62 our score. This is a chance to ask you to follow the Mastodons this year. As student, producer, and host, Courtney White brings you weekly Mastodon highlights and scores in 10 minutes or less each Wednesday evening at 9:50 and 10:50 p.m. and Thursday evening at 7:20 and 8:50 p.m. That's the Don Sports Review right here on College 56. Well, Mr. Perrott, 3:19 left. It's 79-62. I would think realistically you would say this game might be over, but what Dave Skelton and I talked about last week when we brought the women's game with Toledo to our viewers, even though you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look for positives.
Absolutely.
And you've got to try to, and that's one thing that Bruce Patterson has said on Mastodon Spotlight, and he said it last week after the ball game. If we look at this layup here by Lori Wild, you never see a Bruce Patterson coach team give up on the floor.
That's correct.
They may be outscored. They may be out-hustled to some degree, but you'll never see them give up. And 3 minutes and 19 seconds, you'll see those white-clad Mastodon players on the floor giving it their all.
Well, that's the thing about athletics. You're always building for your next performance, whether it's practice or your next game or match. And IPFW has to realize that and continue to work hard until the final buzzer.
Steal by Nicely proves the point. Geralds for 3. Yes. Amy Geralds makes it 79-65 at the 3-minute mark. 18 points now for Amy Geralds this afternoon. Savali misses the jumper. Put back up and in, however, by Sarah Crum.
Crum with nice inside position that time on the rebound.
Laura Douglas comes back the other way, knocks one off the glass.
Gorgeous spin move that time by Laura Douglas.
4 points for the senior.
Great athleticism in that maneuver.
Heracus delivers to Williamson, who misses the shot. Dudley with the board. Dudley draws the foul. Foul is on April Savali, her second. Team's already in double bonus situations, so Tiara Dudley will come to the line and shoot 2. T, the 5'10 junior out of Cincinnati, 65% free throw shooter on the year. The curse continues, Ryan. She missed the first one. Jennifer McGee and Michelle James back in the lineup for UDM.
It's only the third missed free throw of the afternoon by the Mastodons. They've gone to the line now 8. This will be the 18th attempt.
That one's good.
On the make.
(81-68), 2:20 to go. James, lob pass underneath. Williamson off the glass, misses it. Rebounded by Dudley. One thing UDM has done today, they've missed a lot of close-in shots. Gerald's another three-point attempt. In and out, no. Dudley fighting for the rebound. Gerald's picks it up. She takes it off the glass, no. And who are they going to call the foul on? They're going to call the foul on Sarah Crum with 2:01 to go. Amy Gerald's at the line for 2. This is the first. She had made 6 in a row. Second one is good. 19 points now for the sophomore. 81-69. Dons continue to full court press. James with it.
IPFW looking to trap wherever they can, and look at
Laura
that.
Douglas just got leveled by Crum.
And then the 3 there right between the eyes, but Laura Douglas was drilled on that screen by the Titans player.
Kulik comes back, misses the layup, rebounded by Williamson. We're down to a minute and a half.
I believe the screen was by Williamson. Laura looks like she's all right.
James shakes and bakes. Ball knocked out of bounds. Liz Krizik back in the lineup for the Titans, replacing Michelle Games. 1 minute, 20 seconds left on the clock. 84-69 our score. UDM on top. Turnaround jumper by Savali is good. 5 points for Savali now. 86-69. Dudley comes back with a layup. 9 points for Dudley. Ball is nearly knocked away. In fact, it does go out of bounds. They say last touch by IPFW. 56 seconds to go. It'll be UDM basketball. Titans are going to come away with a victory. They're going to even their mark at 9-9. IPFW is going to drop to 4-16. McGee. Ball taken away by Nicely. Courtney takes it up, misses the shot, but draws the foul. Krizek guilty of the infraction. So Courtney Nicely will step to the line. 38.5 seconds left. Courtney 5 of 6 at the stripe today with 3 field goals for 11 points. In and out on the first one.
5 Titans in double figures. 3 now for IPFW.
You got to look at a replay of Nicely taking it down. Missing the shot, but drawing the foul.
Tough angle that time, using the right hand that time.
Second free throw is good. 86-72. 38 seconds to count. Counting, rather. McGee nearly loses the ball. And they're going to call a jump ball with 22.2 seconds left, and it'll go to IPFW. Well, I thought it was IPFW's, but they're saying no, UDM's.
I believe that's the first tie-up of the afternoon, and IPFW had possession to start the second half.
Williamson puts it up and in. Geralds to Kulik. 12 seconds to go. Hillary, three-pointer off the mark. Rebounded by Williamson. Titans still on the run with 6 seconds to go. McGee is fouled. And they're going to call Laura Douglas. No. Yeah, Laura Douglas, it is her 5th. So with 4.9 seconds left, Laura fouls out.
Now there's a conversation over who the foul was called on. Laura Douglas, the officials are going to get together, but Coach Patterson doesn't believe it should be on 21, Laura Douglas.
Okay, they're changing the call. Instead of on Laura Douglas, they're going to call it on Hillary Kulik instead. Jennifer McGee will shoot one in a bonus. Knocks down the first one. Makes it 89-72 with just under 5 seconds left.
Smiles for head coach Ann Rexford.
Second free throw is good as well. Nicely with the final shot of the afternoon. It's off the mark. And the horn sounds to end this contest. Final score, the University of Detroit Mercy 90, IPFW 72. As we said, UDM goes to 9-9. IPFW drops to 4-16. Players and coaches congratulating each other. Preliminary thoughts, Ryan?
Well, IPFW, they just can hold in there come the second half. The height advantage killed them. They didn't get back in transition defense, and they weren't able to make shots in the second half. And they turned the ball over more than they did in the first half, and that just killed them here in the second half.
Well, we get a chance. Let's take a look at some final numbers here for the University of Detroit Mercy. 39 of 76 on the floor for 51%. 5 of 12 from three-point range for 42%. 7 of 8 at the foul line for 88%. As Ryan said earlier, 5 Titans in double figures, led by Randy Henry with 19 points. 13 points for Melissa Hericus. 12 points for Michelle James. 10 points apiece from Molly Peterman and Nicole Aniaginu. Other scoring for the Titans, 6 points from Sarah Crum, 5 points from Michelle Bortz, 5 points from April Savali, 4 points from Laura Wild, 4 points from Rachel Williamson, and 2 points from Jennifer McGee. For IPFW, 23 of 74 from the floor for 31%, 8 of 34 from three-point range for 24%. They did hit 19 out of 23 free throws for 83%. They were led in scoring by Catherine Seawright off the bench with 12 points, Courtney Nicely with 12 points as well. Other scoring for the Dons, 8 points from Amy Meyer, 8 points for Hillary Kulik, 9 points Tiara Dudley. I take it back, I forgot Amy Geralds had a game-high 20 points. I just need to get new glasses, Ryan. So Geralds with 20, Seawright with 12, Nicely with 12, Dudley with 9, Meyer with 8, Kulik with 8, and Laura Douglas with 4. Rebounding, UDM out-rebounded IPFW 46-43. Assists, let's see,
19 for Detroit Mercy.
8 for IPFW.
And 8 for IPFW.
Turnovers, 23 for UDM, 21 for IPFW. 3 blocks for the Titans. Steals were even at 10 apiece. And Ryan, what can you say? We've talked with Bruce Patterson all year, and this team is outmanned. It is playing a Division I schedule. They are giving it an effort. As Bruce mentioned last week on Mastodon Spotlight, It hurts when you lose your two tallest players due to academics. It hurts when you lose your point guard to an injury. But this team is still fighting. And though they did have the lead at halftime, they just got outmanned and out-hustled in the paint in the second half.
Yeah, in the second half. And, you know, you're never going to see a Coach Patterson team, you know, give up. And IPFW is not going to give up. They're going to continue to build. They know that, you know, this is, as you mentioned, they're almost baptism, if you will, in the Division I schedule. And, you know, they're having a tough go of it as of lately because of losing 3 players, 1 to injury, 2 to academics. But this team's a fighting team, and they'll continue to improve on the little things and get themselves better. Obviously, today they're outmanned. The size killed them. They couldn't make shots from the perimeter, and they turned the ball over a little too much in the second half, and that killed them today.
Well, we want to do a couple of reminders before we say goodbye for now. First of all, we want you to tune in tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock for the replay of this basketball game with the University of Detroit Mercy. That's Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. Also, we will be back later this evening for volleyball action as the Mastodons begin MIVA play as they play host to the University of Findlay. That's at 7 o'clock later this evening here on College 56. And basketball on the men's side will continue next Saturday when Doug Knoll brings his Mastodons on the floor when they entertain the Bisons of Lipscomb University of Nashville, Tennessee. Tip-off next Saturday, February the 2nd at 1 p.m. So that, along with Mastodon Spotlight and the Ernie Ball Show, lots of sports events in the upcoming week here on College 56 Sports. Final thoughts on this basketball game, Ryan Perrott?
Size killed him, perimeter shooting killed him, and turnovers killed IPFW. And, you know, some areas that they can be proud of. First of all, they held their own rebounding-wise against a much taller team. Nice job by Laura Douglas, Tiara Dudley as well underneath on the glass. And the free throw shooting, they were spectacular from the line. Perhaps if they would have got there a little bit more in the first half, maybe that cushion of the margin of victory, or the lead rather, at halftime going into the locker room might have been a little bit bigger, put a little more stress on the Titans of the University of Detroit Mercy. But tough loss here this afternoon for the IPFW Mastodons.
One other final footnote, and then we're going to say goodbye. Monday night, a big event over at the Coliseum, a doubleheader. The women's team will play Cleveland State from the Horizon League at 5:30, and the men's team will take on Oakland University of the Mid-Con at 7:30. So I invite you to come out to the Coliseum on Monday night for more IPFW basketball. But as we look at a couple of closing highlights, good effort by the Dons. They just come up short today. Well, at this time, we'd like to thank the College 56 production crew, the IPFW athletics staff, City of Fort Wayne, Comcast Cablevision, the IPFW Learning Resource Center, and especially the IPFW Office of University Relations and Communications for their contributions to this College 56 Sports Television. The IPFW women's basketball team hopes that the home fans will be the difference as they attempt to break a 4-game losing streak this afternoon as they get ready to take on the University of Detroit Mercy here at the Huey Gate Sports Center. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Maas. Welcome once again to IPFW basketball. I'm rejoined by my cohort, Ryan Perrott. And Ryan, IPFW comes in here with a 4-game losing streak. What do they need to do to break that streak?
Well, they're playing here at home, and that's been their sacred refuge throughout the course of the year. And the Titans come in, they're only 1 win and 6 losses on the road, so this is a good opportunity for IPFW this afternoon.
Size will be a factor today. UAD comes in here, 7 players over 6 feet. IPFW, 1 person at 6 feet. What does Bruce Pedersen tell his girls to do to avoid that height disadvantage?
Yeah, this is going to be a collective team effort there this afternoon. 7 players over 6 feet tall for the Titans. IPFW, they're going to have to focus on rebounding the basketball, controlling the glass, and trying to get some easy transition buckets.
Well, it's the Titans of the University of Detroit Mercy taking on the Mastodons of IPFW. That's coming right up right here on College 56 Sports. Okay, I can hear you fine. Huey Gate Sports Center as they get ready to take on